Hello Super Citizens, I'm HodgePMania, and this is HELLDIVE News. Tonight, new updates on the front lines, and the end of a violent offensive of both the Terminids and the Automaton forces. All coming up after these messages.
Terminids, unthinking monstrosities who want nothing more than to kill and eat every last human. And every last human includes your family. Don't let your family get eaten. Enlist today.
Now for the liberation percentages. Starting with the bots. We have the Vladis sector now being touched by Helldivers at 0.1% overall liberated. With Merak at 0.7% overall liberated. All other planets in this sector are at 0%. The Lacal sector at 55.5%, a severe increase from last week's liberation percentage. Chuhe at 0%, a decrease from last week. Chort Bay at 22.1%, an increase from last week. Penta at 100%, a severe increase from last week. And Lasoth at 100%, another severe increase from last week. The Andromeda sector at 22.4%, a decrease from last week. Martar Bay at 0% overall liberation, a decrease from last week. Martal at 0% overall liberation, a severe decrease from last week. Marfark at 70.9% liberation, an increase from last week. Sharon Prime at 0% liberation, a decrease from last week. Charball 7 at 41%, a decrease from last week. Now to the Hydra sector at 85.9%, an increase from last week, with Menkent at 57.9%, a decrease from last week. Vernon Wells and Aesir Paths are both at 100% liberated. The Ymir sector at 92.4%, with Maissa at 61.9%, an increase from last week, with all other planets in this sector at 100%. The Trigon sector is a new addition to the Automaton battlefront, claimed during their violent offensive, at 91.5%, with Coapessa 4 at 57.6% overall liberated. The liberation percentages of the Terminid systems will be discussed after these messages.
It doesn't matter who you are or where you were born. All citizens are equal in the eyes of freedom. Which is why Super Earth's most patriotic minds instituted the Citizenship Classification Structure. Thanks to the CCS, we can determine exactly which citizens are the most equal. Continue your war efforts, and one day you too could reach Class A citizenship. The CCS. Liberty optimized.
For the Terminid sectors, the Lestrade sector at 6.8%, now with a continuous Helldive presence in the home sector of the Terminids, with Omicron at 47.7%. All other planets in this sector are at 0% liberated. The Sten sector still at 0%. The Mirren sector at 25%, an increase from last week. Helmire at 0.08%, the same as last week. And Oshan at 100% liberated, a severe increase from last week. And then the Draco sector, which was recently liberated. Recently, after Helldivers liberated Penta, they received a new stratagem from the Federation of Super Earth. This stratagem is called the Airburst Rocket Launcher, and it fires a rocket which bursts in air, releasing tiny cluster bombs that explode on nearby targets. Perfect for eliminating small, grouped-together airborne enemies. Liberating the planet of Chuha is believed to unlock anti-tank mines. However, that is still yet to be seen, as the planet is still blocked off by the automatons. Only time will tell if Helldivers can actually acquire this stratagem. That concludes this week's broadcast of HELLDIVE News. Report back to us down in the feedback section below if you have any newsworthy stories to report. Who knows, you might just be featured on the next broadcast. I have been Hodge P Mania, and this has been HELLDIVE News. And sure to tune in next time, every weekend, on a Monday. And remember, to stay safe, stay free, and I'll see you next time.